One idea that worked very well for us was combining the castle and tower defense genre with the resource collection of real-time strategy games. This made the action constant. Instead of doing an enemy wave like most defense games do, there was always something making its way to the character's village. Using a single state machine to define all units in the game was a fantastic process that cut down on a lot of coding. This technique was labor intensive to begin, but once everything was in place, we barely needed to work with state machines again. The use of a spreadsheet allowed the team to see the best way to balance the main units in the game. It clearly depicted how changing certain numbers would affect gameplay and what the best path to a balanced player experience would be. Using Sid Meier's balancing technique of either double it or cut it in half was a great way to see the effect we could have on resource gathering. It quickly determined a sweet spot for how much of each resource a villager should harvest. We spent 2 months of our time developing a game that didn't have much in the way of fun. We ended up scrapping a large part of what our game was supposed to be and recreating it into a real-time strategy tower defense hybrid. We had some interesting issues with Unity's collision system. It caused some units to get hung up on others, and was a big problem with our villagers for quite some time. A better understanding of Unity's collisions would have gone a long way with our project. The addition of too many tower ideas was slowing progress on more important game systems. While we wanted the game to have a tower defense feel to it, adding too many options at the start was getting cumbersome. We needed to remove several towers from the game. Establishing clear coding standards and ensuring that all team members were comfortable and knowledgeable about what was expected when they added variables and functions to a script would have greatly improved overall productivity. Documenting tasks and build notes clearly and effectively was incredibly helpful when it came to making this game. The task lists we made had a set format that anyone could read and detailed what was expected of each team member. Learning to read other people's code and knowing when to ask questions about it. Reading code is hard. Reading someone else's code can seem almost impossible. Spending 4 months reading and rereading other people's code helped develop everyone's coding abilities and teamwork. Researching techniques for coding and game creation was always something we were told, but we didn't realize how important it was until our Capstone project. There is a wealth of resources on the internet for just about anything you could want to make. You just need to find them. The game we turned in as a final is a completely different game than what was originally planned. We started with a sort of village simulation game that pitted the player against the Grim Reaper as he tried to infect the town with the plague. After getting the town building in place, we realized there wasn't much fun to our design. We redesigned into a resource collection game, in which the player sent units down a lane to oppose the Grim Reaper's own units. The game incorporates some ideas from tower and castle defense style games, and also pulls from real-time strategy games such as Warcraft.